Well, to recycle or not to recycle, it's a question that should have a pretty clear answer, but even people trying to stay green could be sending off the wrong materials to be reused. Meteorologist Elisa Raffa joining me this morning, who has, we're going to talk trash this morning, but you have in the last week or so, you have learned a lot. Mind-blowing.
Yes, I was flabbergasted walking through that facility. That's video from our tour. And the problems that they have are profound, and it's because we are putting things in the recycling that are not supposed to be there.
So there's a lot of things. I think we just sort of assume,
Keyword, that's the problem.
Well, that's the problem. We're assuming what we're supposed to be recycling, and I don't think we really know. Not all plastics are created equal.
Exactly, and in this facility, right, so you're seeing the sorters, you're seeing the conveyor belts move. We were there for only about an hour. The machinery broke down and stopped 4 different times.
Wow.
And it's because things are getting stuck. And you know what? For them to get rid of the things that we're putting in the recycling that are not supposed to be there, it costs taxpayers $2 million a year.
Whoa.
Yeah, so like it costs money to kind of correct our mistakes.
Yeah.
So they just put in an investment for $25 million to update the machinery, which is why we got that tour.
Yeah. And this is Mecklenburg County that we're talking
Yes,
about. But
for
no matter where you
Mecklenburg
live, we can learn a few things this morning. So when you say these gears are covered in plastic, we're throwing too much plastic in there, aren't we supposed to be recycling plastic?
Certain types of plastic.
Okay.
Their biggest problem is this.
Oh, and who doesn't have a yard full of those things?
Yes, we don't. Guys, why do we need all of these? You don't. You stop taking them when you go to the store. And
Right.
do not put them in the recycling. Not even like, okay, your friends come over, you have a couple of cans to recycle.
Yeah.
Do not put them in here and then put them in the recycling. Because what's happening is this thin film is getting wrapped in the gears and they're unrecognizable.
Oh, wow. So those need to go to the garbage. Even
Yes.
though I'm looking at this particular bag, it's got the
Lies.
recycle logo on the outside of it. Okay,
Lies.
so that needs to go into the garbage can.
This one also drives me nuts because also has this big, cute little triangle to be, it says, oh, recycle me,
Yeah,
right?
a tube of toothpaste.
Cannot be recycled. This like
Really?
thin, flimsy plastic cannot be recycled. So that's the problem too, is corporations are marketing things as recyclable, but the reason why things are or are not recyclable is because of our machinery and what our machinery can do. Our machinery does not have the capability of recycling this, or this.
Little
Or
yogurt
this.
cup. Oh, the Clorox.
Or this.
Wait a second.
Or
This is what our
this.
fruit comes
Or this.
in.
None
Lotion.
of it.
None of this is
Only
is recyclable?
This. Only one, the bottle. So to recycle plastic in Mecklenburg County, it must be a bottle with a neck.
Wow.
That's it.
That's
a bottle
it.
or a jug with a neck. So your plastic forks,
Right.
non-recyclable. Nope. That conditioner thing, it's
Not
a thin,
recyclable.
flimsy plastic, not
A
recyclable.
bottle with a neck, if you're in
Yes.
Mecklenburg County. If it's not a bottle with a neck, everything needs to go to the garbage.
Yes. So this, I was even guilty of doing this.
Oh, I
Why
recycle those all the time.
Why would you think you can't? Okay, but you cannot. It has to be a bottle with a neck. Our machinery does not have the capability of getting rid of this.
You were telling me that while you were there, you saw Christmas ornaments. I mean,
Yes.
people are really dumping
Cords.
everything in the curbside container, and then that whole thing just gets dumped into these machines.
Yes, and then what also the additional problem is things just don't like poof magically become something else, right?
Right,
They
right.
need to sell that plastic to someone and pray that they're going to make something out of it. So it's a business, right? They can't sell this cheap plastic.
Yeah.
It's not, you can't sell it. So my solution is let's just get rid of all of this.
Get rid of all this plastic. Okay, so how do we reduce our plastic footprint and still live our life as conveniently as we want to?
I live my life perfectly every day.
Okay.
And I help reduce. The secret is let's just reduce all of this, right?
Okay.
So first of all, when I go to the store, I take my cute little bag that's big and fits everything.
Okay.
Instead of taking
those
a
plastic.
bag,
Yeah, those
right?
are kites and fly all over the place anyway.
Right.
Okay. So
Okay.
recyclable bag, that's a good idea.
When I come to work and have my lunch, I use, these are like outdoor patio utensils, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? I just take them into work and then I can easily wash them, bring them home and wash them instead of using the throwaway plastic
what you
ones.
find in a break room or what you find at a to-go place.
Yeah,
Okay.
so-
What about this was a big one for me? Is a reusable Ziploc bag.
I love these so much. They're so easy to wash. So
Okay.
that's a great one.
That's a good idea.
This is my new detergent.
Bird
It's a
breeze.
sheet. It is a sheet. This is my new detergent. So it
It looks like a dryer sheet, but it's a laundry sheet.
I feel it. It's soap. So that doesn't have
wow.
plastic with it.
That
this
is really
my
interesting.
new dishwasher detergent.
Okay.
Also not plastic.
Tablets, okay,
Yeah.
that's a good way to
And
not
this-
be using plastic.
This is my favorite. I wanted to have little reusable like umbrellas for like my little drinks. I wanted to have a party, but I didn't want to like have all of the garbage of all the little umbrellas. So I found little reusable silicone umbrellas.
Interesting.
I washed that.
I love that. These are all things that can be washed, and they break down a lot better than these plastics that are filling up our recyclable containers. And we're going to see much more of this tonight.
Yes, at 10, we'll take you inside the facility, kind of show you what the problem is and talk about solutions.
Oh, I am guilty on so many levels. I'm going to change my household. It starts with one house at a time. Elisa, thanks for sharing this with us.
Thank you.
This is really fascinating. We learned a lot. All right.
To recycle or not to recycle? It's a question that should have a pretty clear answer, but even people trying to stay green could be sending off the wrong materials to be reused. Meteorologist Elisa Raffa joins me now in studio to talk trash. Quite literally, we've got lots of trash out here.
Yes, I went through my garbage. I cleaned it for you, don't worry.
Oh, good. Great. Thank you.
But yeah, I think what I learned, I got a tour of our recycling facility, and what I learned was we're recycling a lot of things that we think is recyclable. It's called wish cycling.
Okay.
But we're doing a very bad job of it, and it's costing the county $2 million a year.
Wow.
Yes.
People don't think about it that way.
Right, just of things that they need to get rid of that we're recycling that is not recyclable. So of my, so there's that facility where we've got all of the recyclables. Basically, everything needs to come through and get sorted. And while I was there, it stopped 4 times in just the 1 hour that I was there because things like wire hangers or Christmas ornaments were getting stuck in the machinery.
Oh, wow.
Things that should have, why are you recycling Christmas ornaments?
I don't know, because you know, just like, oh, I'm going to be a good person, I'm going to recycle this, but you have to actually know what can be recycled.
Yes.
It's not just anything. You can't just throw it in there and say, I did a good thing.
Yes, the machinery can't handle it, and they also need to sell this material and hope someone buys it to make something else, okay? So of these things, this is the biggest problem.
Okay.
The plastic bags. This wraps around all of the gears, and the machinery is unrecognizable. So even though there's a big triangle on here that says recycle me, please do not. This one also drives me nuts because this toothpaste tube is marketed as recyclable.
Okay.
It is not. This flimsy plastic is not recyclable.
So why do they say it's recyclable? Is there a special place you can take it to, or is it just something that they put on there that's false?
It depends. They are not thinking about the local machinery.
Got
They're
it.
not thinking about, can Charlotte's machine handle this? They don't
Got
really
it.
care about it, to be a little crass. But these yogurt tubes, you can't, the yogurt containers, this one I was pretty guilty of
Okay.
recycling these. Cannot.
Now, why not this one? It's clean, which a lot of times if something's not clean, that makes it really hard because
Right.
it contaminates. But why is that not recyclable?
It's cheap plastic.
Okay.
They need to get all this plastic to be uniform and sell it. So the only thing on this table that is recyclable is this bottle. It has to have a neck, a bottle or a jug with a neck.
Okay.
Period, end of story. So the forks, the flimsier plastic, none of it is recyclable at all.
Interesting.
Yes. So reducing is the kind of the surefire way to not mess this up.
All right, there you go.
So when you're going to the store, why don't you just use one of these, you know, I love these because you can fit everything in it. So instead of taking the plastic bag, I used kind of these reusable bags, reusable shopping bags.
And for the one-trip warriors like me, when you have, 20 bags, you can't
You can fit
can't
so much
them all.
more in this.
Okay, good point.
Here's another one I use every day, a Ziploc bag that's made of silicone, so you wash it out. I put my fruit in here on Monday, go home, wash it out. On Tuesday, I could put in cookies or whatever I want.
Multiple uses.
Love it. Forks, right? These are not recyclable, the plastic throwaway ones, but I have these like washable ones that are like outdoor patio.
And they're a lot thicker than what you would find at
Right.
your takeout restaurant.
This I could
okay,
put in
yeah,
the
you can
dishwasher.
feel the difference.
You know what I mean? Like this is meant to be washed. This is a new fun one that I'm even trying out myself. This is my laundry detergent.
That's a laundry
Look at
detergent?
her face. That's my laundry detergent.
Wow, ooh, it
So-
smells great.
Yeah, so it eliminates the need for that big plastic jug, which 9 times out of 10 it's just not being recycled. You just can't recycle it.
And it's probably contaminated too because of the laundry
Well, you
detergent.
have to clean it out, right?
Okay.
Exactly. And then this is dishwasher detergent too.
Fantastic.
And tabs.
Elisa has every single tip you could ever possibly want, and she's doing a whole story on it. So be sure to tune in. You can learn more about the plague of plastic by watching Going Green. It's our special story tonight that'll air only on Queen City News at 10 o'clock. Elisa, thank you.